Now today is about reviewing the essays. The title is basically do a review for the year 2020. We're going to start with Elijah's essay, and then we'll go about Esther, Naomi, and Noah in the end turn. So, okay. So, what am I thinking? Should I read it, or you guys read it? I'm gonna read it, okay? So for me to understand you. No, Elijah, why don't you read yourself? So read it with slow so we can understand you, okay? So.
Well, I'm not quite on there yet because I'm sitting there. Okay.
Alright, everybody ready?
Yeah.
2020. In this essay, I'll be going through the year 2020. What took place in this year, how it affected me, and what it means to me. Unlike any other year I've lived, 2020 has been one of great significance. A year of recognition, a year of confusion, a year of happiness and sorrow, but most of all, a year of change.
There's a year, right? I'm missing there. So a year happiness.
Oh.
Missing an A there, right? So.
For me, the beginning of this year started as a normal one. I just turned 14, it was a cold winter. Weekly activities were attended to. Life proceeded as it had. But normality was changed to chaos when COVID-19 came, which led to a series of unprecedented events. In mid-March of 2020, a virus that was brought from China began to affect not only the U.S., but the entire world. COVID-19 started as a small matter, but as word got out and fear was spread, abnormal things started to happen. It started as the government telling all people to self-quarantine and shutting down most indoor facilities, including schools. It was supposed to last for a short time, but a short time turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. In this time of isolation, we and most of the world were separated from friends, family, and usually weekly activities. Luckily for my family, we were homeschooled, so doing schools went on as normal. But as many worldly things were occurring, many things were happening in the spiritual realm as well. 2020 has been a very significant time in the heavenly realms for me as well as the Lord's people. This time, the Lord showed me personally and my family things about His plan, His ways, and even His heart. So as the months went on and more...
Change that real quick.
Yeah, the month isn't.
What?
The month
Month is not.
I don't think you should use the capital either, so.
I don't know why that's capitalized.
It's okay. You just needed to.
So as the months went on and more was revealed to me by the Lord and by others, the world started to take the changes it had made as a norm. At the same time, regulations started to decline. Slowly, we were able to see friends, and certain places started to open back to business again. But things were still far from normal. The hearts of men, still scarred from the change and fear, had made the world an abnormal place to live in. But as time passed, I as well got used to the way the world and my life had become, until another unexpected occurrence made itself known. I got word that some close friends that me and my family had known for many years were moving away. Being close friends as they were, they had taken much of my thought process, so it was hard to let them go. But at the same time, there was a type of molding that took place in my heart and mind through this situation, and I fully believed that the hand of God was upon it. So as the summer ended, and as I got back into school, and as my heart and mind were still being shaped by the ongoing perils and gifts of life, we come to today, December 5th, 2020, as I sat at my desk writing this essay. The year 2020 for me was to be put in illustration. It would be me as a caterpillar and 2020 as a cocoon that shaped me into a butterfly just beginning to open its wings and fly, not being fully renewed, but being opened up to a new life.
I'm gonna shoot it from the my top. I think this place you can do this long paragraph. So I'm going to do is do some maybe this. Can you see my changes there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that can be separated. A separate paragraph. Obviously, we're talking the two realm of things, right? So yeah. The other one is standing out. There are many wording can be improved, but overall, your essays were outstanding. I like the way you flow things. I love the thing you perceive things, and your expression are very, very good as well. So, especially last one, this parable or this analogy is really, I really like it. Sure, so you can use the word called metaphor, right?
Metaphor.
Yeah. Okay, but here, let's see the last sentence. Just to me, the last sentence, I just not pick on you, just thinking about improvement. Just beginning to open its wings to fly, not being fully renewed, but being opened up to a new life. Now, that's self-contradictory. If a new life contrary to the old life, that is renewed, right? So making sense to you. But it being fully renewed, maybe not. So yeah, but it might be better way to improve on this. So
Right,
yeah. So it's a little bit confusing, right? In
Yeah, I
terms
see.
connotation there. So
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
on that last sentence. I actually did a lot of changing and retyping, so
yeah.
that was kind of a hard one.
Let's just think about it. It would be for me as a caterpillar or like a caterpillar. Like think as is a more literal, and my like is more metaphorical. Making sense to you? So, yeah. And 2000 is like a cocoon. I use the word like. So as that it shaped me into a butterfly. Then shape me into a butterfly. Begin to open up the wings and fly. Not being fully renewed,
I think
but open up.
the idea I had in there was basically I probably could have done better with another kind of.
I think you did
illustration
good.
because
I'm
the
just
point I-
trying
the point
to be seems
Yeah.
maybe verbals here. So
The point I was
Uh-huh.
trying to get across was like,
Mm-hmm.
as when the butterfly in real life gets out of its cocoon,
Yeah.
it's a totally different thing,
Totally different thing.
and
Okay.
it is just beginning to fly. So it's not what I meant by not being fully renewed. Maybe I did have some
Yeah.
need some fixed wording in there, but
Yeah.
what I meant by that is like not obviously not perfect. Nobody is perfect, but not still changing, still progressing.
Yeah.
in
I
that.
think you did a good job here. I'm just try to see. Oh, something's not necessarily fully fluid to me. I just try to zoom in to look at it. Looking back, it's pretty okay. So
If I were you with your
yeah.
metaphor here, I would change it a little bit and say that because of the general nature of your metaphor, that you could actually say that while you have begun to exit the cocoon, that you actually have not begun to fly yet, but that you're still becoming accustomed to this new life out of the cocoon. But you have not begun to take flight yet because your wings still need to strengthen,
yeah.
be able to fly.
There's some images there about the new life as a butterfly can be better arranged, make the impression or make the metaphor more powerful, more precise for your situation, I guess. So think about it, okay? So because it is a summary of your state of life, so
For sure, yeah.
yeah. In summary part, other part it might can afford to be a little bit confusing or whatever. So But when you do summary, the key points now, people really can say, okay, this was really try to convey, you know. So if you have any relapse in terms of clarity, we wanted to try to invade that, am I right? So making sense to you? So yeah, I hope I'm getting through. You know,
For
so,
sure,
yeah. So, but in overall, I like what you wrote. I like the wording. I like the flow of thoughts, the pattern. Also, I like the fact that you zoom in certain details, seeing that those have impact on your life. You know, more than just a natural full of life. Above all, there is some spiritual impact, and you think along those terms. You know, so that's very good. So good job, Elijah. So yeah, so yeah, we're going to go with Esther right now. So.
Alright, you ready?
Let me turn to it first. Esther's SC. Esther. Yeah, go ahead.
Reflection on 2020. Upon reflecting on the year 2020, the unique, confusing year of 2020 won't just go down in my family's history, not just in this country's history, but 2020 will go down in the world's history. The year started off with the coronavirus right at the beginning of the new year. Everyone got frightened. Trucks stopped bringing food and other basic necessities to different stores. But people were getting sick and the virus was spreading around the world. We soon figured out that the elderly were very vulnerable to this COVID-19 virus, as well as to people who might already have other diseases or health problems. Because of this, many people had to be separated and a large number of our population was quarantined. Where I live, grocery stores and only stores that were a necessity opened up for a short amount of time. There were also certain restrictions such as wearing masks, being cautious of how close you got to others, and no more than 2 people were allowed in a store at once.
In some stores, am I right? So,
Oh.
I mean, haircut place may be true, but in Walmart, that's a lot of people still go. So that to precise information, so you might
Why
want
does
to
it
be
look like there's,
accurate.
like, double spaces?
Yeah, why is it?
That's because it's not double spaces. It's the formatting. You stress justified, so it look like double spaces. So, yeah.
My family and others know that everything that has happened and is happening is all part of God's mighty plan. It is such an excitement, comfort, and encouragement for me to be able to be here in this day and time with my family and friends, so we can all go through this together. I do not.
Let me ask you, it's exciting to go through together, or just comfort? It's a difficult time. I don't think you have a lot of excitement in it. That's my point. So, if I go to a movie, funny movie, I'm really excited. So it's a little bit of troubling time. So yeah, my excitement is not a good word to use. So I don't think you're excited about going through this things, right? So anyway, it's comfortable. Comforting, right? So, yeah.
I do not. Oh, sorry.
There is no semicolon there. You should get rid of that one. So
Where?
it's such a comfort and encouragement, right? So yeah.
Wait, where am I putting something?
There you go.
No,
Somebody.
she said you don't need the comma.
Oh, okay.
The comma. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Please go on.
I do not fully understand what is going on in this world right now. Throughout this year, I've been trying to keep myself from things that will distract me from living my life the way God wants me to, and to keep my mind on the right things. I think that there is going to be a continual change throughout this world. I have been told and taught that these changes will come with hardships and difficult times in the world, but also glorious prosperity, great opportunities. Oh, sorry, I forgot to take that out.
Great opportunities.
And divine revelations that will be very beneficial to God's people.
I think the word prosperity there might be not necessarily good. So, great opportunities is a replacement of that. So, prosperity in difficult time for God's people, that's not necessarily going to be true, right? So, yeah. But the opportunity definitely is. So,
As 2020 comes to a close, I'm amazed at how quickly the year has gone by. I also think that moving forward to the end of this year and following on to the next, we should keep our trust in God and follow on His path and not be fearful.
that's beautiful summary. I like that one. So, this is a good essay for your age. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
A good essay for Essie.
What I did wrong there?
No, it wasn't you. We're saying Essie because we call her Essie sometimes instead of Esther, so like Essie.
Essie is Essie. Esther is Essie. It's a good Essie. Good Esther is Essie. Good Essie. Yes. Yeah, good Essie. We call so Essie is Essie is Essie. It's good Essie. Yeah. Now there is some improvement can be done. The first one, I think it's a little bit confusing. The first sentence open up, so you might want to not be that verbose about it. It's also it's a year. I think for me, I would say, for example, just give you some illustration. So here, upon reflecting year 2000, it won't go down. I would use it to repeat. So. Won't just go down in my family history, not just go down in the country's history. And
sorry, I was just thinking of something on this.
I was thinking it won't just go down in the history of my family and my country and but also in the world as a year, as a unique and confusing year. So that you make that stand out, right? So also. Not just go down, repeaters is repeating there. So you might just, won't just go down in the history of my family, my country, and the whole world, so something making sense to you. So that way, it just makes things more concise, more readable. That's just will for you when you revise the essay. I'm not saying how to do what I've been doing. I'm just saying you can improve your essay by doing those things. You can work through it again, try to be concise and to be expressive about your thoughts. So evidently you want to try to say this year is a little bit different year, for everybody. So making sense, unique and confusing. That's what you try to understand, make it stand out a little bit, right? So to define the year, which will fit for the theme that we try to write. What a year look like to you, so okay. Like
with the structure of a sentence too, I think along just with what Emmanuel was saying is you really need to take advantage of pronouns. And what I mean by that is you say the year 2020, the year 2020, the year 2020 3 times in one sentence. So what you could do is upon reflecting on the year 2020, it won't just, you don't need to say the year 2020 again. You can refer to it as it, because the year 2020 is a thing. If it was, say, a person, upon reflecting on Naomi, she won't just go down in my family's history, but she will go down. That's what a pronoun is. She, he, it, those kind of things. So it really simplifies your sentence to where it's not as tedious for the reader to read.
I don't think you did a good job revising it now. So let's no one do some revision. You might just want to start over, type a new paragraph, use this example. So then revise other portions of your writings.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Naomi. No. Did I do that? I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Well, if that's the caramel, it's mine. You have the mocha.
Wow, that is really good. I like that one. Can we change right now?
Oh, that's yours. just has whipping cream on
Get
top.
some hot, cold, warm,
I think
yeah.
Gumbo's limited.
Give my drink, man. So, you guys
It's got the
terrible.
warm.
You're gonna be that impolite?
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Noah, why not you type it down to help Esther try new paragraph, don't delete the old paragraph. So
Do what now?
below then, upon reflection in the paragraph, write a new paragraph as example for Esther to do improvements.
So
Okay.
anyway, like walked in the like one. I left it out.
So she can compare the two, you know. So
Well, it's gonna be very rough drafty.
It's okay,
It may not be
yeah.
the best sense, but
yeah, it's okay.
I'm gonna get some paper towels from your desk.
Ah, paper towels.
You like it?
Yeah. I like Starbucks things.
Because of the vanilla.
Ah, the vanilla, that's right. Maybe because vanilla.
It's a dark mocha.
Yeah, it's purple.
Maybe because vanilla.
Whatever this crunchy stuff is good. Crunchy? Yeah, there's like something on the top.
So you guys have the same or different thing?
I think they have different. I think they both have front.
His is
front
just
They're
a
pretty much the
His is
same.
a caramel frappuccino, mine's a caramel crunch frappuccino.
Oh, and we're called
has
crunch.
crunchies on the top.
Yeah,
Crunch.
it's crunchy.
So what do you got there?
It's good.
What do you got there?
I just got a ice mocha.
I smoke
They
a
made it
simple.
special with some whipped cream on it.
Oh. No, I are simple people, man. You gotta drink fancy
Well,
drinks.
this would have been simple.
Okay. If you say so.
This has 2 cups.
I'm teasing you guys. Okay.
okay.
What? Okay. Well, let's read a critic
That was just
I'm reading.
reading on his version, Noah's version.
Upon reflection of the year 2020, I realized that it won't just go down in my family's history, or even the country's history, but it will be remembered as a unique and confusing event in the history of the entire world.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. Upon reflecting, I would like that one. Not reflection, but
No,
yeah,
what I don't like
reflecting.
about Esther's though
Uh-huh.
in using reflecting is it's upon reflecting on. So it's like upon reflecting upon.
Oh yeah, I see. I see. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, this is like just a reformation of your own ideas and even your
Right.
style. So that's why it still can be improved.
Then just don't use upon.
Yeah.
Reflecting on the year, and that's it. Don't have to be upon. Yeah,
Reflecting on the year 2020 is an incomplete.
I realize there's
Something.
complete. Yeah.
Like you could be a little more, since you do use I, as I reflect on the year 2020. What are you guys laughing at?
You don't know? They don't love me. So confusing. Yeah, very confused. Okay, that's good job. Anyway, just give you a little bit of model, am I? Give you a little bit of clarity for you to see how to improve your thoughts. Okay, so especially the word is precise, concise. Okay, so concise and precise. Naomi is always funny, huh? She's a funny girl. I
Naomi,
Don't make
recognize.
this up.
I will try not to. Yeah. Naomi's
Wait, I have to go to it.
Mine.
yours. Which one is yours?
Mine is year 2020.
But I don't. You said on title document. There's no title for you.
Oh, that's more wrong.
Okay, year 2020.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you on the right one? Because I read
Yeah,
it.
yes, he's right here.
Okay. All right. I really don't want to laugh.
First, tell us what's funny so that you don't laugh.
I don't actually know. Elijah was laughing at something, and it made me laugh, and now I'm laughing.
Oh,
Elijah, what was
Elijah's fault now. I didn't hear anything from Elijah. I only hear
He was
crunchy.
crunchy.
Maybe
Okay.
she's laughing at my
Fancy.
Year 2020. The year 2020 for me has definitely been a year of change. Much has happened in the world that has affected everyone and has continued to affect all of society.
I think we'll continue to, right? That's obvious.
What?
And will continue to affect all.
I'm sorry, this is common structure of English. So, how has affected and will continue to affect.
Alright.
Yeah. You don't have to listen to me. I just speaking loud. Okay, so
Alright.
yeah.
God is moving in mighty ways, and this year has been a great move in the lives of His people. So we continue to seek Him and the purpose He has for us.
Start lower. I want you to read with excitement. So, sorry to.
The virus was just the start of this major change that began not only in my family, but for everyone living on the earth. When the quarantine came around, it separated us from seeing and interacting with others. Basically, it meant we had to stay at home. During this time, there was much consideration on my family's part of what God was starting to do in His people. We thought that this was a great opportunity to set aside time to listen, quiet our hearts to hear from Him, and keep our thoughts positive, and to encourage others through this time. In this time, God opened my eyes to more spiritual things, and I feel that I matured in my way of thinking and even my perspective on life itself. The separation from friends and family was very hard, and we continued to pray for healing and restoration. And as time went by, I think I need to edit this part because and as time went by, not having interacting with others changed. Yeah, sorry, I need to edit that part because
You just need to put a period before restoration, after restoration, and do capital.
Yeah, I did that. I just did this earlier.
Add. Therefore, it's not one sentence anymore.
Yeah.
It's two separate sentences. Making sense to you?
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
As time went by, not having interaction with others changed as COVID-19 decreased a bit. We began to see others and went out more often. In this time, I knew God was beginning to work in our relationships with friends and family. We said goodbye to a family, which were some of our best friends, moved away, and started a new life in Idaho. Now, understanding that this was a significant change in my life and was for the good, I continue to pray for the lives of those people. In this, I also pray for the suffering of some family members and others who may be suffering. I trust that God is working in their lives and know that they are all in His hands. This year has not been one of only disappointments. We ended it with a family trip that was very enjoyable. We knew even before we left that God was going to move in this trip, and it was very evident that He did. When we got home, we as a family felt a change, and God was constantly showing us signs and wonders, most of which I still don't have full understanding and continue to pray about. But through these, we were very encouraged and still are excited to know and see what God has in store for our lives. The Lord has been working drastically in the lives of His people this year, and though the times have been rough, I trust that God has a wonderful plan and purpose for His people. In the beginning of time, God had a purpose, and in the end, He will have it fulfilled in His people.
That's a good one. Much better than the original version.
That's good to know.
Yeah, you did it substantially good. The old version, I feel a little bit repeaters, so
A little bit what?
repeaters, the thoughts, repetitious, things repeating a little bit
okay.
more. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This way you just begin to more clear, have a clear presentation. And
I think with this, I'm a little bit disappointed myself for I don't know. I feel like I could have done better in some different areas.
I think you can. Yeah, I think you can.
Especially
Yeah.
in the second to last paragraph, or what is it? Just different things he did through that trip.
Yeah.
I even talked about this with my dad. There's just some things that I might have not had understanding about.
Yeah.
And so when I was writing it down, I just kind of did a simple writing on it.
Yeah, too general.
Yeah,
I think
and
you
so-
will, for example, give a hint what really those are.
Yeah. And he
think
even
about.
said to me, like, not understanding things is okay.
It's okay. Yeah, and write about how you struggle with understanding
Yeah.
that process as well. It's just more meat, more
Yeah.
make things more.
And I tried to do that a little
More
bit.
interesting. Yeah. When things you offer idea, people try to let people do the guesswork. That's hard, you know. So you mean you for yourself or people around you, they will know what you're talking about. But for other audiences, they will say, "Well, what is he talking about? You know, what's really talking about?" I think I understand you have a lot to say there as well when you zoom in an example to, you know, say, "Hey, this is what I mean. This is what's going on," you know. So, and then make things very interesting, you know. So, also thoughtful, you know. So, yeah, just in essay writing, the principle is when you make a statement, if different nature of essay for sure, but you want to give solid instances, you know, yeah, or ask relevant questions, you know. So, yeah, essay can be concerning event or concerning certain thoughts or certain questions, you know, things, you know. So, yeah, if the themes in ask the relevant question, you know, ask the kind of answer, you know, engage in depth discussion about or search about what you try to discuss, you know. So ask why, you know, try to figure out the answer or what or how, stuff like that. You know, in presenting life experiences, something you want to offer, okay, this is what's really happened, you know, that kind of thing. So make essay more vivid and more substance, some substance to it. So yeah, in weed. Generalization, okay? Absolutely with generalization impossible unless people have the right context to it, okay? So, yeah. Okay, who's in next?
Noah.
Noah, the essay writer. Yeah?
A broad survey.
A broad survey.
How many
Yes.
Whoa.
Well.
How many words?
That's a long way,
many
me.
I think about 890.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys finished my word requirements every day?
Oh,
Huh?
yeah, we didn't.
I didn't fully make it to 500. I'm sorry.
No way. Then you next time,
Just a few.
Next-
If you didn't, Esther surely didn't.
next
That's just the
time
shortest.
you're gonna write at least 1,000 words.
Oh no.
Yeah. Ah, that's punishment. Yeah.
I tried to tell her.
Yeah.
No, I did. I technically did make it.
You have to
Like,
write a 1,000-word essay on goldfish.
Yeah.
I usually
Okay.
always go at least 100 words or 80 words over.
No. I don't want you to do that. I want you to write some meaningful essays. But you know, at least, I mean, you can't use a short essay to say I write a good essay unless you're a master, right? So, which you're not.
I feel like I'm a simple writer and I go to the point and go to the point shorter.
Yeah, that's good.
So I feel like
I like it.
if I try to.
I like it. Are you saying Noah is not a short writer?
No,
You
no one
don't
knows
get
how to
the
write
point?
longer.
Are you saying that? Oh.
He's written.
Okay. Let's start it. It's a broad survey.
Okay,
We
I
end
will
with a
say.
question mark.
I will say, firstly, that this essay could be a lot better.
Oh, is that right?
I don't have a lot of confidence in this. What's so funny?
The face we made when you said that. It's like, oh.
Hey, but I did work and I put a lot of thought into it, and I think the thoughts are good. They're not like
Let us judge that.
They are not excellent
our
thoughts,
judgment.
but they are good thoughts.
Let's
My
us
expression
judge.
could have been
Let
better.
us judge that.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's get this over with. It's a long essay.
No, take your time.
All right.
We're gonna peel in pieces, pour in pieces.
No one knows.
Read slow so we understand.
Read slow, yes. Read definitely slow.
A broad survey of the year 2020. The close of a year could not fairly be said to be as the end of a novel or a film, the themes and plots of which are afterwards impressed for a time on the mind. It is rather like the traversal of one great road, for the perception of the forward-facing traveler, as it carries on through one passage of time, is naturally set upon the ensuing steps, bends, and sceneries of the next.
What the word traversal means, I don't know really.
Like
know.
traveling or-
Traveling.
Hiking on.
Okay. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
This is not to say that he is unaware of where he is or where he has been, but that because the direction is ever onwards, time is but a convenient measure of his journeys and destinations. And it is often said, the journey is the destination. So there is indeed a great benefit, responsibility even, to be found in his contemplation of where he has come thus far, how the surrounding scenery has changed, and how he has changed. It is atop this vantage of thought that I now offer an aerial view of this past year as it pertains to this world, my life, and the work of God in both. Like a volcanic eruption under the sea, presenting a calm surface at first, but which then begins to reveal signs of disturbance until at last the fire, ash, and brimstone spew forth. So it is with this time in history. The temperature has risen and the water has blackened. This year has not merely experienced a series of misfortunes, but a culmination of something foreordained and long awaited. It has indeed witnessed a great increase in troubles, natural disaster, pandemic, factious activity, violence, hostility, lies, hypocrisy, and concealment, to mention a prevalent few. And many have promptly determined these woes to be the faults and shortcomings of those other than themselves. As a result, the hearts of men have grown towards two ends of one spectrum of deception, indifference and faction. Those indifferent ones, while not without a degree of knowledge and concern, have further detached themselves from anything that does not involve their personal lives, leading to a greater isolation from both outer turmoil and inner peace. Those factious ones, whose clashing voices have filled the atmosphere of this year with particular volume, have further established themselves into a greater surety as to what they believe to be true, right, and necessary, regardless of whether or not the subject of the moment concerns one's faith, philosophy, or politics. So many confident voices participating in one great, terribly confused choir. Indeed, as long as one thinks in the dimension of man, with such will one perform. For some, however, this year has been quite clarified. For while the hearts of the chosen have been brought to a closer place and alignment with the heart of their Father, so too have their eyes observed, or maybe not,
Yeah.
and their spirits detested the exposure of the ways of men. These delineations, separations, and their consequences have reached, in the course of this year, the beginning stage of a ripening. The final shape and size of the fruits are evident, but the final hues and tastes, which decide their true worthiness, have not yet been fully manifested. And though many have remained green, some have begun to blush, and still others to decay.
What?
For the time of harvest is ever so near. Mankind, from nation to individual, has now and more solemnly than ever been confronted with a choice: to be of this world and deceived, or to stand victoriously above and upon its waters in truth and love. My life, as with the world itself, has been presented with many critical choices. The tumultuous waves of the great ocean of man has displayed the similarly restless tendency of the lake of my own soul, as well as the danger of my becoming submerged in its waters. Even so, this year has seen the destruction and formation of old streams and new, flowing in and out of this lake, some which flowed inwards, newly formed, though often small and undetected, were the clearest and most renewing brooks of his grace, wisdom, and love revealed and imparted to the lives of those around me. Others, of an old and impetuous nature, were diverted or destroyed at the source, though never damned. These were such things as knowledge immoderately desired and gained, which tended to swell the waters, bad influences which contaminated them, and so forth.
That's a beautiful metaphor there.
Thank you. Those which flowed out in steadily increasing abundance were streams of creativity, life unto relationships, and praises, which all came in proportion to the received rain of his praiseworthiness. There were also outflowing streams of vanity and unbridled passion, which through struggle and hardship were carefully embanked. All this, that the light of the sun above might more clearly shine upon a more tranquil surface. As this year closes and the next begins, my heart finds a greater hope and conviction in its answer to the great question that resounds before all. Will I allow myself to be swept under the torrents of humanity, to build my own solitary structure in its midst to endure it, or will I walk upon the water with him? I am but a facet upon the great jewel of creation, but two, when the true light comes.
But who? Two or who?
But who,
Oh,
when the
okay.
true light comes, will be faithfully positioned to reflect his light in response.
I like it. Yeah. Right, what you said. Everybody's living impressed. This is not Elijah. Huh? He's still not on climb. He's special. So now everybody comment on this writing. You know what he's talking about first?
Much depth.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what he's talking about?
The ear.
No, it's word funny. Real means word weedy,
very
man.
far
So,
away from circumstantial things.
yeah.
All of ours were pretty just descriptive, and this is what happened here. Noah was pretty dark far, and the year
Inside.
inside of people's minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More thoughtful. More keen to the word called reflection. True reflection. No reflection. Recollection is what's the difference? Explain the word. What's the difference? Recollection and reflection. What's the difference?
I don't really know.
Mindset?
No, it's no. Yeah, you can see that. You know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing
I
is,
guess like a reflection or whatever you're saying.
Recollection, reflection.
Well, it's kind of like a
Uh-huh.
well, when you're doing a reflection, you're kind of like taking everything and like.
What was that?
Don't do that.
What?
I mean, you're
Don't
just
interrupt.
kind of re-saying what everything that happened. And
Yeah.
then a reflection, I guess, I don't really know the difference between them,
So it's not really difference.
Reflection is looking back.
I know,
and recollection is
It's not looking back.
resurrecting certain memories.
Oh, resurrecting.
I don't know.
but what is it?
Look at the dictionary. See what it says. Dictionary. Come on, Esther. Look at dictionary. Reflection. What it means. You look at dictionary. Recollection. What it means.
Recollection.
Yeah. Before you do that,
Here's a funny
let's
version.
Nova
Reflection
do
is
a
drawing back by a body or
difference.
surface.
This is a very goofy.
Hey, I was kind of right.
A reflection
I was kind
is
of.
what you're seeing in yourself. You're looking at yourself.
No, listen to
That's
this.
what a
Here's
reflection
the
is.
difference between a reflection or recollection and reflection. Recollection would be, what did I eat? But then reflection would be, how did it taste, and is it why my stomach hurts right now?
I was okay. I was kind of.
You have to eat bad stuff.
I
Okay.
was kind of.
Don't have
I was
reflection.
kind of right in my description of recollection. Actually, because it says the action or faculty of remembering something. A thing recollected, a memory. So I kind of said like a certain memory, like
Oh,
so. I was.
you're right.
I was close.
You're right. Okay. Esther, what the reflection means?
Reflection? I thought I was looking at.
Oh, reflection then.
I looked up reflection. It was saying like the way things like in light and stuff have.
Reflecting.
Nope. Hold on. Let me fix.
This tough one, huh? For me, it means almost
It says
totally different thing. I'm not
A
totally
serious
different thing.
thought or consideration.
Serious thoughts, comfort. Okay. Know I mean what reflection means?
The thing being recollected, a memory.
Yeah.
Action or faculty of remembering something.
So your three are recollections most part.
Yep.
Am I right? So that's what I'm more important. He is more about reflection. So, see, that's the power of know the topic. Study the topic. Are
I
you
didn't
right?
think I knew what the like. I
Uh-huh.
think because I wasn't here. I don't even. Well, how did?
Think review the year, so it doesn't matter which was which. I don't. It's either way is good. So for me, it's a review. So you can do reflection or do recollection. That's my point. You can write whatever you want. You know, so free form.
So do we have a poem to write this week?
Good point. So
What about?
suggestions.
I don't know.
Let's write about Esther long hair.
It's long. It's shaggy.
It's pretty long.
Essie wants.
Essy's long hair. And Noah's long, but recently shortened hair.
Recently short.
Recently, he's not shortened
I
yet.
still see the face.
No? Okay, so
No, I cut
Noah,
it in a sleeper tent.
the Noah's long hair. So. Okay, let's write this upon long hair.
Oh.
So,
I
yeah,
can't.
reflection upon long
I don't
hair.
think I can do that.
Oh my goodness.
I couldn't do that without it being goofy.
That's very goofy. That's very poetic. What are you talking about?
The strands.
It's, yeah.
Strands come out of your.
There's a movie called Tango. Remember that?
Oh, wait, what?
Tango.
Oh, I thought he said tango.
Long and short.
What's that?
Thick
Long.
and thin.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well,
has it except
no. That's what she said. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So.
She's like, she rhymed. She said, long hair, thick and thin. Everyone has it except for Ben.
Good one.
That was hilarious.
That's a really good one. I like
Yeah, they always
right
like
that
that
one. Everybody will like it. Oh wow, yeah, that's really good. Yeah, we need to let them know that one. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. What is a good topic now? What a poem.
We could do a poem about coffee.
No, something serious.
If we can't think of a subject, we can just write a poem.
You're
Yeah.
surprise.
so not reflective. Okay. Yeah. Write a poem called Coffee.
I actually started a free verse one that I didn't finish because I want to do something for Naomi.
Okay. What's the title?
I did it on the word hope.
Hope.
Yeah.
Good one. Let's write.
So I think I'm gonna do.
Write
I'm
it.
gonna-
Maybe we
Right.
could do an essay describing a word like Elijah and I did one time.
No, we're doing a
Poem.
poem.
Hope. Hope.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we could.
That's what I
How
meant.
about we do one describing a word?
Hope.
The word hope, or the word hope, or any word.
Hope.
All
Let's
right.
hope. I like the word. I mean, I don't want you to write. I want you to use a lot of metaphors, okay?
Okay.
So don't just do a lot of generalizations and that stuff. Yeah. Well, you guys did a good job. Like I impressed with, especially I impressed by the way you learned to improve your writings. You did very good. So, Esther, in your age, your writing is pretty good. Yeah. When I was your age, I don't remember I ever done any writing. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's very shabby. You like to have a writing talents, really. So you need to learn to continue to do writing.
I feel like Elijah's talks and writes like dad.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like
Okay.
every time Elijah does.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Now,
he's-
your big brother is a weirdo. He's not like anybody. Sorry. He's okay. No, he's very good. So, yeah. Naomi's writing is very good.
All the
as well,
all the old
so.
guys who wore turbans and pachas were pretty weird back then. So.
Hey, have you heard that Noah wants a pacha?
You talk too fast. It's like, hey, la 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 la.
Noah wants a pacha.
What is pacha?
That's what he called it one time, but
It's called a poncho.
A poncho. You know what a poncho is?
No.
It's that jacket that you just stick your head through and it kind of.
Ah.
It's like a big piece of cloth.
Yeah.
The low
Like like Asian people do.
Yeah, kind of.
Well,
Ancient Noah.
why you have to drop